Hello everyone, welcome back to Marine Book 28. Today we are going to discuss about the lubricating oil system of the two-stroke diesel engine. I request you all, please subscribe the channel if you are new to this channel and press the bell icon for the latest videos. So lubricating system of the two-stroke diesel engine we are going to discuss now. Lubricating oil for an engine is stored in a double bottom tank. As you can see, there is a double bottom tank. Here you can store the lubricating oil in the crankcase. This is also known as the sump of the engine or in a drain tank located under the engine. This oil is drawn from the pumps. There are two pumps are provided which are taking suction from the lubricating oil tank, which is known as the sump, through the strainer, the filters. You can see strainer is provided through the strainer. Then this oil passes through the filters and going to the cooler. Okay, and going to the cooler. After cooling, this is going to the distribution manifold of the diesel engine. Why the two pumps are provided? If one pump is under maintenance, the another pump will start working. The same function is for the filter also. There are two filters are provided in the pairs. If the one of the filter is choking, you can operate the standby filter and clean the other one which is choked. The cooler is used for the cooling the lubricating oil. This can be plate type and this can be heat cell and tube type cooler. Most of the engines you will find cell and tube type the cooler, which is also known as the heat exchanger. After the cooler, oil is going to the distribution manifold. And the distribution manifold is distributing the oil to the different branches or different pipes to the diesel engine. The branch pipe for a particular cylinder may feed the main bearing. For instance, some of this oil will pass along a drill passage in the crankshaft to the bottom end bearing and then up a drill passage in the connecting rod to the gudgeon pin or crochet bearing. You can say that the same oil will lubricate the crankshaft bearing and gudgeon pin bearing in the two-stroke engines. An alarm at the end of the distribution pipe ensures that the adequate pressure is maintained by the pump. If there is a pressure is low, you will hear an alarm. It is an audio visual alarm installed in the engine room or engine control room, by which you can monitor a lubricating oil pressure alarm. Pumps and fan filters are arranged in a duplicate with one as a standby. These are the pumps and the filters are arranged in the duplicate one as a standby. The fan filters will be arranged so that one can be cleaned while the other is operating, as I told you before. After use in the engine, the lubricating oil runs back to the sump or tank for reuse. See, listen. When the pump is taking suction from the strainer through the filters, it's going to the cooler, then it's going to the distribution manifold here. Then the distribution manifold will transfer the few lubricating oil to the branch pipes for the different branch pipes in the engines. After lubrication completed in the engine, the oil is going to the sump for the reuse purpose. The cooler is circulated by the seawater, which is at a lower pressure than the oil. Here in the cooler, the pressure of the oil will be low than the seawater for the better cooling efficiency. As a result, any leak in the cooler will mean a loss of the oil and non-contaminated of the oil by seawater. Where the engine has an oil-cooled piston, they will be supplied from the lubricating oil system, possibly at a higher pressure produced by the booster pump. For example, cylinder, RTI engines, an appropriate type of lubricating oil must be used for a oil lubricating piston in order to avoid carbon deposits on the hotter part of the system. So this is the simple lubricating oil system for the engines. The cylinder lubricating oil system is different. Here the cylinder lubricating oil service tank is provided which supply the oil with the gravity method to each cylinders. Basically, large slow-speed diesel engines are provided with a separate lubrication system for the cylinder liners. Oil is injected between the cylinder liners and the piston by mechanical lubricators which supply their individual cylinder. A special type of the oil is used which is not recovered. As well as lubricating, it assists in the forming a gas seal and contains additives which clean the cylinder liners. So the separate lubricating oil system is provided for the cylinder lubrication. You can see here on the top. And the bottom one, the sump is providing the lubricating oil system for the whole engine, including the crankshaft and the piston, gudgeon pin. So this is the simple lubricating oil system. If you have any doubts regarding this system, mention in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. If you like this video, please share it.